Wow, hello everybody. I hope that you are well. Just give me a moment to pull up the chat and happy new moon in Aquarius. We have such interesting vibes going on today. They've been actually immaculate, to be honest. Such amazing energy that's been coming through and such potent and powerful energy on this new moon. I hope that you guys are all well. Just give me a minute. Let me try and pull up the chat so I can see who's in here, and we'll go ahead and begin. Is this thing glitching or what? Let me see. Bear with me. Okay, yeah, we're live. All right, cool. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and welcome you all in, and then we're gonna go ahead and begin with all the messages I have for today. We're going to go ahead and overlay, and I have a meditation at the end for today as well that I channeled late last night. Hello Jessica, hello Wendy, hi Mike, hi Aqua Sunny, hi in God's divine love and light, hello Pinky. Glad you could listen along. Hopefully we can make a great companion for you on your drive. Hi Domino, hello, hi Exo, hi Rich, hi Moses. I hope that you are well. Rise and shine, rise and shine. What time is it where you guys are? Okay, so let's go ahead. Hi Leland, hi Neville, hi everybody. All right, hi Jocelyn as well. Right, let's go ahead and open up. So this new moon in Aquarius is not a regular new moon. It's actually conjunct Pluto and Mercury. So this is the Hermes energy. If anyone knows Mercury energy, it represents Hermes in Greek mythology, but it also represents Thoth, right? The priest king Atlantean. So with this energy, it definitely gives me, again, Hermes and Thoth traveling between the heavens and the earth. There's this strong correspondence around this new moon when it comes to the heavens and the earth, and being able to really tune into your immortal nature and anchor that information into your mortal experience in this incarnation. So there's a lot of profound insights and revelations and downloads that will lead to transformations occurring in your life. So it's a very, very potently powerful new moon, actually. So yeah, this is about a good traveler being the one that knows how to travel with the mind during this time. And a lot of you are almost foreseeing, or at least feeling, something brewing in the ethers, right? In the heavens and in the higher realms when it comes to experiences that are yet to happen in your earthly lower realm experience. That's the type of vibe that's coming through. And you're understanding as well what connection your choices have to the type of experience that you have on earth. So Mercury is about how you process information, the things that you learn, the things that you study, the way that you communicate, and your intellect. So there's a lot of informational data that I feel like you guys are processing when it comes to Pluto, your psyche, right? Which is the intersection of where your soul meets the physical vessel and the body. Understanding how you can make choices that lead to your own personal hell or personal heaven, right? So this is about you guys making decisions in the now and seeing how they can completely alter your future timelines. So yeah, understanding what choices promote you being in that bliss harmonic state, and also what is in resonance with more of an elevated experience that you can have here versus the opposition. So yeah, it's super interesting energy. You guys have this otherworldly wisdom and you're applying that onto your experience in earth, right? So you're no longer just merely interacting with the matrix, but you have this higher knowledge, this again higher correspondence that you can apply to become an outsider that's looking in on your experience. So yeah, with Thoth energy as well, he talks about being able to transfer to this realm where he can actually be with the energy that exists, be with his loved ones while also being here on earth. And he realized that his work wasn't done here yet, and that's why he wasn't returning to the higher realms. So there's something about being okay. I'm hearing you could feel like right now you're in a place of no man's land. That's the energy that's been coming through recently, where there is this new journey that you're feeling summoned to embark on in some way, and you're getting like a small tiny glimpse in regards to what's to come with Pluto in Aquarius. So this is going to be like a small sneak peek when it comes to what the next 20 years of your life will look like, essentially. So yeah, it's about you being able to open up these gates to higher dimensions during this time, and almost observe your human experience and look at life through the eyes of the soul right now, and understand how transformative the decisions you make now will be for your life. So yeah, it's super, super interesting. I feel like, again, it's a big rebirth energy where you're kind of being baptized to a new level of consciousness, where around this new moon, you're able to rise up to another level and look back and see where it is you were before, and realize that you were born again many times in this lifetime, right? Because Pluto energy is like the death and rebirth card. It is literally about reincarnation. So yeah, it's super interesting, and being able to understand that as well, and yeah, being able to ascend. So it's like the soul can see kind of what's going on, even though in the human eye, with viewing life through the, you know, third dimensional avatar's eyes that your spirit is seated within, it may seem like you're in no man's land. It's so that you can fully surrender to the experience during this time and utilize your intuitive faculties, right? Like your third eye, look at life through the eyes of the soul, and utilize your other, you know, six senses to be able to move through these powerful transformations, feeling empowered by them, knowing that something more powerful of a higher octave is waiting for you to experience it, essentially, because you're now elevating and existing in a higher octave of yourself, you know. So yeah, super interesting energy. With the moon, it's about trusting your intuition on this new moon, right? Especially when it comes to maybe doing things outside of the box, or doing things where you feel like it's time to kind of rebel in some way, or it's time for a whole revolution. And Mercury is about an internal dialogue that's happening there, right? When it comes to your emotions and your mind, you're focusing on what feels like it's good for the soul, despite it maybe not being something that looks like it fits inside of the box in this cosmic gameplay or the matrix. And Pluto is about a transformation, right? When it comes to the way that you navigate these experiences, feeling like the way that you're going to move on forward from now is more congruent with your soul's initial intentions when first descending onto Earth. And a lot of you are going to be reminded of just what that is during this cycle as well. So 2 eyes to look and 1 to see. So the new moon in Aquarius is a time to turn inwards. It is a time to discover your own internal truth, right? Your personal power and matters that have eluded you, you know, in some way. And with Pluto, it's asking us to dive deep and get to the core root, right? Of issues that could have been holding us back, whether it's like repressed or suppressed aspects of ourselves, aspects that we've kept repressed or suppressed, aspects that have been ancestrally repressed or suppressed in some way. And that's all purging and coming to the surface during this time, or at least it will be, you know. This is like the initiation of it. So even though it may be scary, you know, even though you don't know necessarily what this journey looks like, you have a kind of glimpse of the teeny silver of the bigger picture, right? Aquarius is like forward thinking. It's almost like, again, you're early to your own party. It's like you can see, again, that end vision, that end goal, and you're about to witness the how it's going to happen and the when it's going to happen. So again, even if it's scary, you're kind of discovering the buried aspects of yourself, even things from like past lives that you're recovering, because I've been talking a lot about that today. So yeah, the new moon is where things are still hidden in the depths, but they're beginning to bubble to the surface and make themselves known to your conscious mind. So expect that to take place, especially after these next few days. It's where you're becoming conscious of the unconscious aspects of yourself, right? Even when it comes to past life gifts that you're going to be really tuning into during this time as well. But it's like you're remembering yourself. That's what Pluto is. To remember yourself is literally to remember yourself, which is like you remembering, right, all the different members of yourself, all the different infinite fractals amongst many different parallel lives integrated into one, right? Merging all of your pivotal aspects, gifts, abilities, skills into this one avatar and rejoining all of yourself, right? So with, again, Pluto in Aquarius, it's like you've remembered yourself as this universal, multiversal organism, and that you extend far beyond this just, you know, linear concept. And yeah, you're now going to be able to see these big revelations take place within these next few days as well. So as a sovereign being, and also how this is going to impact us as a collective as well, as we're all going through these shifts. So yeah, your mind and intuition is going to be super sharp. You'll definitely expect to like find new solutions to any problems that you may be having. I'm also hearing like you're going to need to it's going to acquire you to focus on like new solutions to like, you know, problems, seeing the opportunity that you have within any adversity during this time, and approaching obstacles as your higher self, right? Knowing that, again, you are now this operating in this elevated existence, okay? this elevated version of yourself, being your higher self in physical form. So yeah, it reminds me of the reading that we did where a man had a dream on where to dig and he had found a secret passage, okay, and uncovered a library of information. So yeah, there's definitely something around you guys uncovering something within yourself, like being guided to go to certain places and you don't understand that why. That why is going to become very clear to you in these upcoming days, or at least, you know, this next lunar cycle, let's say, up until the next full moon in Aquarius that we have. That's going to become inevitably clear for you. But right now you'll feel like you're being summoned to do something. Right now, your dreams may have messages for you. You know, we have a very interesting aspect where we have Venus and Neptune that is conjunct the North Node during this time as well. So there's very like fated encounters, fated callings. North Node and Pisces energy is like you being called by your soul to do something. It's like you're being called by a higher power, by some kind of intangible force, and it's hard to understand where that's leading you right now, but you know that you're being called to discover something, to study something, to embark on some type of journey, some kind of pilgrimage, and it's going to lead to deep internal discoveries of the whole of yourself, and to be able to blossom into your full potential, really. So yeah, prepared to be able to take action across this next lunation cycle as well. You're going to be drawing inspiration from hidden sources, and you're going to tune into this like wellspring of knowledge, essentially. So yeah, it's a super interesting process that you're going to be going through mentally, right, with Mercury there. Again, expect your intuition and mind to be sharpened. Things are going to become clearer. And it's a time for taking these ideas and like cultivating them internally during this time. It's almost like you're cooking something up, and you're going to come to a newfound understanding for yourself first and foremost. Again, it's almost like the Moon Maiden card. Before you can move forward with them when it comes to your journey on Earth and be able to actually take action on this. So again, it's like a taster of Pluto in Aquarius, where your life is going to be impacted in the next 20 years. You're going to get a sneak peek, whether that be through downloads, previews, insights, messages when it comes to what it is that you need to purge, whatever it is that you need to surrender to, and whatever it is that you need to let go of as well during this time. And to sacrifice in etymology means to make sacred. So you're seeing the sacredness in your journey right now. There's like an emphasis on it, right? When it comes to sacred decisions that you're making for the soul's journey, you may feel like certain sacrifices are necessary for you to become whole in yourself, right? So the Hebrew term usually translated sacrifice is korban, and korban literally means drawing near. So it's like you can sense that there's some kind of sacred events that are, you know, about to unfold even within you, right? Your internal networks are going to lead you to new external places. That's drawing near. Okay, so this is very much drawing near. Black Mesa says, I miss the desk because it has cool things on it. I know. We're gonna switch it up. We'll see. You guys will see what we get up to in the next coming cycles. So yeah, often for a greater good or higher purpose, you know that divinity is drawing near, especially within you, new divine aspects within yourself that are waiting to be unlocked. But it is a major catalyst for transformation as well. So yeah, you could even be obsessing about a plan, idea, maybe lessons, right? Certain things that you guys are understanding. You're almost like following this thread, right? It's almost like you're following the right rabbit during this time. Your curiosity is going to be your biggest guide. And it's definitely going to impact your life based on the things that you guys are learning, the things that you guys are called to discover within yourself, the places that you're being called to go to. It's definitely going to, again, you're never going to be the same after this. It's like, this is the initiation right now. So this new moon is also trining Jupiter, so there's also this beautiful aspect that's being made when it comes to expansion, right? So there's an expansive energy on your mind. Again, curiosity being your biggest guide. Maybe things that you guys are learning that you're going to be utilizing that will profoundly impact your life or your journey. Maybe things that you're going to be sharing with others, right? Jupiter is the guru. It's the spiritual teacher. It's the enlightened aspect of yourself. You know, it's like you're seeing things. Also, it's connected into ninth house, so it's like you're able to see things from this higher perspective when it comes to your journey on life right now. And on life, right? You guys are just out here doing life, but yeah, your journey in this life. And you could be receiving again a lot of downloads in regards to this as well, processing through this emotional and informational data before actually taking action on this. So there's a lot of internal processing so that you can go through again this like rebirth essentially with Pluto here, right? So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. And you guys are definitely, again, there's a lot of invisible forces right now at work, even within you. There's almost like an ace that's going to be pulled up inside of your sleeve when it comes to repairing any damage, being able to alchemize this, come out stronger on the other side. And yeah, allow yourself to go through this huge, I'm hearing regenerational rebirth, you know, that's almost the vibe that's going on during this time. There's like you're being reborn in some aspect of your life, your life. And there's a huge energy shifts as well that are taking place right now as you ascend into this highest octave that you've ever been before, right? How exciting. Now you begin to witness reality begin to reconstruct and reconfigure itself to correspond with all the internal work that's taking place. So it's a very exciting time to be in. Right, let me go ahead and tune in with the chat with you guys, and then we'll go ahead and begin this reading. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, everybody. Hi, lady. Hi, Canal. Hi, Domino. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Relished Retro Relics. Love that. And again, we were talking about relics today, actually, earlier in the reading just before this. Like, there's this ancient knowledge that you guys are tuning into during this time. Hello, Christian. Hi, Melina. Or my inner. Hi, Indie Sounds. Is it your birthday today? If so, happy birthday, but happy solar return. Happy solar return to all of my Aquariuses. Hi, Seema. Samina. Hi, Pan. Hi, Dennis. Hello, everybody. Hi, Rob. Hi, Sherilyn. I hope that you are well. Okay. Jules, Stephanie, Devon. All right, let's go ahead and open up then. Hello, Carol. Rise and shine, everybody. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. I have a beautiful deck as well that I'm going to be incorporating into this read too. But we're going to go ahead and open up with the first message, the Cosmos Oracle, and we'll see what the energy is surrounding this new moon in Aquarius. And I've been seeing Pluto a lot recently, so we might try and find the Pluto card just because it's sitting right here with the new moon. And it's such a transformative energy. I love, it's got like a little poem on there. I would love to read that one, regardless if it comes out, but let's see. Okay, we have cell. Oh my gosh. So certain things are going on a cellular level, right? There's a cellular turnaround. There's some things changing on a molecular structure, especially with solar flares. Again, this could be like inspiration, right? That you guys are being called to take during this time. This is like huge bursts of energy, of downloads that you're receiving on a cellular level. And again, you are multicellular. So your cells in this lifeline are made up of the cells of the planet Earth, and that's what makes up your organism or your vessel. But that also contains this, you know, plasma, this plasma membrane that encases the cells, if you want to call it, and that is intercommunicating with all of these different aspects of self. So with solar flares, it's almost like there's some information that you guys are absorbing in regards to your own journey, and it has all of these different functions. So this is happening in a way that's invisible to the human eye. There's a lot that's going on within you right now, because again, this is the nucleus, which is the center of the cell. So there's something at your core root. Okay, there's some things that are shifting here on a cellular level. Let's go ahead and read this for you. So we definitely want to get one to complement this. So the key to success. Okay, the key to success. Fundamental anatomical unit of all living organisms. All right, so three main parts of the cell are the cellular membrane, right, which is like the plasma, the nucleus, and the cytoplasm. The cellular membrane surrounds the cells and controls what comes in and out. All right, so again, you're being very like conscious in regards to your choices and the power of your choices, because the plasma membrane, it basically acts as a gatekeeper of its own kind, where it decides what comes in and what comes out. So a lot of you, this could be in regards to like your earthly experiences. There's certain things that you guys are extracting that you no longer, that you want to take with you. Maybe this is the information or the knowledge, right, when it comes to things that have served a purpose in your life. But maybe things like the characters that have played a part in this story, or the stories that have played out themselves, things that, you know, are going to be dispelled or removed from the body during this time. So there could be a lot of information that you guys are processing in regards to how you even got to this point, and being able to see it from the highest perspective possible, because our relationship to death is, especially with Pluto, right, we're talking about death, is very, very important at the time of these implosions that we go through, right? Which is where we are kind of like detaching from the construct of this matrix, and we're detaching from the human experiences that have played out. We need to be able to make sure that our frequency at the time of death is the highest octave possible. So this is about how you relate to endings in your life, right? How are you relating to these endings? Are you seeing them as an invitation to be able to step into your biggest transformation? You know, it's about being able to not attached to the stories that have played out, not attached to the characters, but understanding what part they played in your soul's journey and in your expansion. Okay, so with cell, again, it's almost like it's the same thing as when you eat food, right? It's like you want to remove all the fibrous mass, right? Anything that could be dense, anything that could be weighing you down from being able to be aligned with the most, again, key to success, the highest octave of experiences awaiting you in this next cycle, right? In this next transference of energy. Okay, possible. That's literally what the energy is, right? So yeah, and what it is that you absorb right now is a nutrient. So this is again a lot of informational and emotional data that you guys are absorbing right now on a cellular level. Okay, so the cytoplasm is the fluid within our cells where everything happens and is produced. Be aware of the energy with which we surround ourselves, feed ourselves, and allow to enter into our aura. So again, there's a lot of definitely, you know, spiritual protection that's going on during this time. A lot of maybe boundaries, you know, what boundaries to set to date so that you can feel good about yourself. It's also about spiritual hygiene, right? So especially if anything has accumulated, you know, any kind of dense mass or belief systems that just no longer serve you moving forward has accumulated. Are these beliefs that your higher self hold, right? Or is this what the human may hold? So inside the cell is a nucleus which contains DNA. So as you begin to remove all of this like fibrous mass, right, and you extract like the important, what do you want to call it, like concentrated lessons and the knowledge, right, which allows you to move forward with your knowledge being your awareness, and your awareness being your torch when it comes to yourself and where you are in your journey and how everything has served you to date, right? And I'm hearing some things it's time to release some things that are out of date, right? Some things that have expired. And seeing that as a sacred sacrifice, you know, sacrificial act. So always return to the simplicity of what makes us. The important things, the being, the nucleus, the root, the truth that one carries with them, being unique, sacred, right, and essential. The truth can always be found in the nucleus, and the truth is always what sets us free. What is important cannot be seen, but it is still there working for us, full of simplicity and humility. So the human body has approximately 30 trillion cells, fun fact, okay? So super interesting energy. Right, let's go ahead and see what's complementing the cell here. Right, we have two. We have wormhole and stratosphere. You guys know this wormhole is kept coming up. It came up today as well. So this is going to help you shortcut. That's what this is going to do. It's going to help you see things from, again, there's some kind of light codes. Again, I was receiving that you guys are going to be like absorbing during this time. There's some type of higher knowledge that you guys are not just absorbing, but there's certain things that you guys are retaining and sustaining right now. It's like this level of truth, and it's you are your truth. Okay, you're not compartmentalizing this practice. This is a way of being. And with wormhole, this is a huge shortcut. So there's an acceleration of events that leads you towards, this is your key to success. Okay, with cell and wormhole, this is the key to success. You guys are the key to success. Within you and your DNA, right, within the center of the nucleus lies the mysteries of the universe. Okay, and again, what is true cannot be seen with this energy of the cell, right? It says what is important cannot be seen. So there's something within you that is a knowing. Okay, you cannot see it with your human eyes, but there is this knowing, okay, on a soul level in regards to a sacredness that is drawing near, okay, due to certain sacrifices that you have taken, okay, or that you are making. So with wormhole, it's going to lead to an acceleration of events. So we'll go ahead and read this as well. And again, this is going to help you be curious about what this next cycle has in store for you. Because again, like the wormhole, this is about when Alice gets curiouser about the things that you guys are learning about your own journey, okay, the things that you guys are being guided to learn during this time. This is what the white rabbit is. It leads her towards the wormhole, which is the rabbit hole that leads to Wonderland. So people are about to see you go from here to here because you're transforming on a cellular level. Again, you are now the highest octave of yourself that you have ever been. So you're about to experience things that you have not experienced before. That's what shortcut is, okay? People are about to see you literally transform overnight. That's the type of energy that it gives me. Like, you're about to transform because you're no longer even the same person. And I was receiving this message. Sorry. I was receiving this message earlier in regards to like the vagus nerve stimulation, which is promoting serenity, right? So you have your autonomic nervous system, right, which runs down the spine, and your parasympathetic nervous system is something that you guys are activating right now. Sorry, guys. I might need to grab a drink. Is activating, and this is helping you see things through the lens of compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for versions of yourself before you knew any better, and compassion also for others, right? Being able to also hold space for others in a way that they may not be able to fully do for themselves right now as well. So that's going to allow you to elevate on the highest octave possible. But yeah, there's something about you guys being unrecognizable. Shit. I'm gonna have to go and grab a drink in a minute. I've got one on the other side. You guys know I'm getting over a cold. Right. Let's find wormhole. Okay. The unfolding of time. Entering a wormhole is a powerful shortcut. It is far quicker than the time it would take us to do something conventionally. The wormhole is a portal itself and is the only way to travel faster than the speed of light. Just like a board game where the dice can prompt us to move to a later square without needing to make all the steps, the wormhole changes the perception of time and leads us directly to the goal. Enjoy this shortcut in time that can quickly bring a paradigm shift. So what's happening within you guys is a perspective shift. And in that perspective shift, you are now shifting paradigms, and that helps you shift timelines, okay? Because now you're focused on, you know, what is ahead of you, you know, things that you're yet to experience. You're excited and curious about making friends with the unknown because, again, you've never been this version of yourself. So reality has never reconfigured itself to correspond with this vibration that you're holding now. Okay, so there's something about, again, I'm hearing divinity that's drawing near, right? Sacredness that is drawing near. All right, let me go ahead and tune in with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and find stratosphere as well. Again, a lot of this is speaking your truth. My throat was actually fine before this, but there is something about, again, your authenticity, living in your authentic nature, in your true self. Okay, transition stage. That's what stratosphere talks about. So the stratus pause is a transformation led by personal choice. And again, what we were talking about earlier, guys, we were literally saying the power of your choices. I will, you know, I literally have water literally right there. I will grab it. It's up, I'm locked in right now, okay? Its upper limit turning point is a stratosphere, which gives way to dynamic balance and complete balance, or descends to the coldest parts of the atmosphere, which is the metasphere. This is a place of transit, just like a bus stop. Nor nothing or nor no one stays here for long. So again, this is like a transitional phase where no man's land is not a place where your current situation is not your final destination, is what I'm trying to say. You're not going to be in no man's land or this in-between worlds forever. It kind of gives me a 3 of Wands energy, and I feel like finding that card in that deck and reading it for you guys, because it's a beautiful card and it's literally talking about this energy. So it talks about the decision where to go comes from us. We have 2 polar opposites to choose from, black or white, left or right, yes or no. And a lot of you are being called to take the less traveled road, you know, the new terrain, right? Something that you haven't done before, because you've never been this version of yourself before. The important thing is to know that nothing pulls us to any of them more than our final determination. The result of this determination will be affected by the brief period we spend there, okay? So again, this is like a brief period of like this internal knowing, a place of no man's land, where I'm seeing the caterpillar card, which is literally about you guys having this opportunity to basically transform in a way where you can no longer return back to your old form. It's like you've now outgrown certain environments, right? Certain ways of being, you know, they just no longer resonate with you, and it's not personal, it's just vibrational, and that's the sacredness within it. The important things are the things that we cannot see, right? It's things that you can feel during this time. And it also says this decision can result in falling into the coldest part of the atmosphere or flowing in the river of endless balance and protection provided by the stratosphere. So what is the key to not descending in an area filled with turbulence and bone-chilling cold? This is so uncanny, you guys will see for the meditation. How can we escape such a hostile environment? By making the decision from our inner warmth. So again, there's like this internal awareness, and your awareness is your torch, right? So this is like this internal knowing. So if the decision comes from a cold, distant place or in a decisive, rigid, or based on fear, then it will only bring repercussions in kind, or will result in falling into an area of hostile enough for it to survive. Behold the metasphere. Always choose through the being. Okay, so the stratosphere is a layer of transition, a place that we move from through decision. It shows us roads with different destinations. We choose them from inside without much hesitation. So this is like the first thing that comes to you, right? It's like, I'm hearing it's like the first thing that comes to you where before the voice inside of you says, no, that's impossible. You know, it's like anything is possible. And you're being invited to know that I'm possible in that vision that you guys have right now. So always choose through the being. Okay, it's like a being. So yeah, it's like a bus stop. You're not always going to be at this place, but there's something about knowing that you can. And that's the first biggest step, and knowing that you have already, you know, you just get to witness how that came to be. So, I hope you guys are all good. Morse code, I hear you. Yeah, very much so. It's like this hidden language of the universe. Okay, so let's go ahead. And then you have geomagnetic storm here at the base, which is again like huge shifts that are going to be happening within you. Right, let me find the Three of Wands card in here. It's called the Three of Embers. It's such a beautiful card, and it's right now, it's a place of no man's land. And the interpretation of it is just so... it's so beautiful. So Three of Embers. And then we'll go ahead and pull some energy in regards to this. See what else wants to come out. You got the Entertainer that came out. Three of Embers. Okay, here. So look at this card, right? And then we'll go ahead and read it. The Three of Embers. This is like a place of no man's land. What does that look like to you, guys? I want you to use your intuition right now. What does that look like to you? Now, while I find it in the book and read it to you, I want you guys to comment in the live chat and tell me what you think. Okay, Three of Embers. Okay. Right. Three of Embers says, looking ahead, rapid growth. A woman crowned with three flames floats off the ground as she is anchored by her two companions. Distracted by her premonitions, she spots danger approaching and the devastation that lies ahead. Beneath her, a reflection of her present and the dancers, a symbol of her past. She lives outside of the bounds of time and must choose a direction in order to survive. The Sibyl sees all there is to come. Her psychic intuition, right, Pluto energy and Mercury, can be emotionally crippling at times. But the streamlined focus it can offer a chance at rapid growth and, most importantly, survival. As humans, we have the ability to predict and plan for future problems through adapting the anticipating. Learn from the Sibyl. Look forward and plan ahead for any possible outcome, and you will see a chance for rapid growth in the near future. So again, this is definitely a strong energy. We even have 144 in the likes right now, which is again messages from your angels, right? We talk about messages from your guides. It's about you guys being watched over during this time in this transitional period. But it does require her to like leave these people behind, right? These people knew the old her before she went through this cellular turnaround, right? So now she's being called to go elsewhere, and it may be a place where she may feel like she has to eject herself from. Maybe she feels like she's had to reduce these embers, right? Reduce her flame, reduce her light in order to fit in some way. Maybe she feels like she's had to dim her light in order to fit in some way. But now there's a new light that calls her, which is the Four of Embers, right? Which is about something taking a tangible form, something being solidified into your experience. But right now, you may feel like you're kind of in between worlds. So you also had the Entertainer that came out as well. So there could be something about a call for creativity for you guys. Let's go ahead and find that card. It might be Let's see. Might be the Fool. Let's see. The Entertainer, the Wanderer, the Shapeshifter, the Mystic, the Protector. The Entertainer is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so a strange-faced man dressed in a colorful magician's garb juggles 3 enormous strawberries in the air. The entertainer is always looking for the next crowd to please, no matter if it ends up making himself into the fool. So perhaps, again, maybe this is about you guys having to make decisions for your highest good. It's like maybe you had not necessarily compromised yourself, but maybe you dimmed yourself in order to fit in, or maybe you're no longer caring about external permission or recognition in doing something, or acceptance, you know, for that compromises your integrity in the process. And you guys are no longer compromising yourself, you know, you're no longer compromising your truth. It says he jumps from party to party, ready to impress the next group of onlookers. He knows many tricks, but when it comes to an emotional connection, he can easily fumble, right? And you guys are no longer folding or no longer fumbling, right? You guys are like standing. You need to plant your feet firmly on the ground so that you can stand 10 toes down, right? And be grounded in these next steps and follow these premonitions, follow these psychic visions. What's important at this is the thing that you cannot like see right now, but you can foresee it. You know, there's something new that is calling you right now. So it also says, sound like a different person then, or you guys just could sound like a different person. The entertainer is a conundrum of a character. He has acquired an audience from his notable skills and successes, but has grown too dependent on these tricks to imbue meaning into his life. He measures value based on what there is to gain rather than the inherent beauty. In a reading, the entertainer can be good when inquiring on fame and success, but in the emotional and spiritual arenas, the entertainer will falter. When it comes to matters of the heart, they can freeze up. So this is about finding a new definition of success for a lot of you. It's almost like there's something new that you feel like is successful for you on a soul level that you're being called to follow, okay, in the physical realm. It's like, you know what leads to dead ends, you know what prolongs you from actually, yeah, again, you know what decisions now will cause you harm, bring you harmony and peace, because you understand that there's certain things that you now just feel this dis-ease with, or you feel like a discomfort in what used to be your comfort zone in some way. So I want to go ahead and find Pluto in this card. I'll go ahead and read it for you because, again, this is like a strong activated energy right now, and it's very fitting with the theme that we have going on right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at Pluto. Pluto. Okay, an unavoidable transformation. And this is what's going on in your life right now. If you guys want to see the card, I'll try and find it real quick. So we're all in this together, right? Okay, let me try and find Pluto. And he's hiding somewhere on the backside. So there could be something about this is like deep within your knowing here. Let's find Pluto. Where you at? So there's almost like this is unavoidable no matter how much you try to repress it or suppress it. It's like, yeah, you can't hide. Yeah, we have X-ray, right? So it's like there's this internal knowing, like on a soul level, like you can see this, right? It was hiding behind the X-ray, but like you can't hide behind an X-ray, right? Anyone knows you stand behind an X-ray, you're seeing right through. So it's almost like I'm hearing you can't even hide this from others anymore. It's like people can see this, you know, they can feel this from you, even if it's unconsciously in a lot of ways, right? Okay, so let's talk about it. An unavoidable transformation, the poetic legend. Once upon a time, a planet named Pluto was once part of our solar system. Pluto belonged to our family for many years. One day, the laws keeping Pluto as one of us changed, right? But who was in charge? What laws? How did it happen? We could debate this for hours. There were still some who considered it a planet, others who did not. The silver lining of the story is that Pluto soon found its new tribe. Without much need for recognition, 𝓮𝓮, 𝓮𝓪𝓭𝓮, and many others were always there, among the so-called dwarf planets to welcome him. If you don't belong, don't belong. That's the main message with Pluto here, right? So it's like you guys know in some ways, and in a lot of ways, I'm hearing that you aren't made to fit in, and it's in you not fitting in and owning the moment that you really begin to rise and shine. That's the energy that I'm seeing here, because the amount of times Supernova came out today was crazy, okay? Let me go ahead and tune in with what you guys are saying, and then we'll go ahead and continue. Yeah, exactly. You're meant to shine. Let's see. Yeah, super interesting. But yeah, there's something about the electrical current I just heard was shifting. Oh, you know what that is? There's no longer like reversal currents that are moving through your organism, where you're no longer moving in like a centrifugal state where you are focused on the external and you're depleting your energy because you're concerned about what other people may say or how they may see you or how they may feel about you. You're not giving your power away. You're not giving your energy or life force away. You're moving in a centripetal state of being, which is, again, source energy running through you, running up the chakra system, coming out and running back through your self-sustaining organism, right? So it's like you guys are able to rejuvenate yourself, you're able to nurture yourself, you're able to care for yourself, you're able to trust yourself as you move through this new cycle. You don't need external validation or praise or appreciation, you know? It's almost like you can appreciate how far it is you've come. If you need a witness to your growth, you are the witness of your own, right? There are other beings within you that are witnessing this through you, okay? So let's go ahead and see other dimensions of yourself, let's say, right? Other fractals of yourself. So let's go ahead and tune in to what's going on. Let's open up with an astrological theme and see what the vibe is. Okay, we have focus on your home and love, Sun in Cancer. Okay, so there is an internal shift that's going on within you. And again, you can see the home, right? Which is about some kind of what used to be your comfort zone is shifting. Okay, you also have moon in Virgo, which is about clearing house. Houses in the metaphysical realm represent the soul and the self, right? So you could be going through a purging process. Maybe you guys are actually releasing like tangible things that no longer serve you, right? Maybe you're doing some decluttering here. Even if it's like physically, energetically, right? Again, you're cleaning the soul, you're cleaning the self, you're coming back to yourself. And then you have Libra energy. So this is so that you can prepare for new energy exchanges. There's something about new energy, new contracts coming in that are kind of calling you to come outside of your comfort zone, new connections that are going to be coming in, new professional or personal partnerships that you guys are being aligned with as well. And then you have the fourth house here at the base too. So again, it's the roots of your being that are kind of being uprooted, and I'm seeing like transferred somewhere else to new environments. Okay, let's go ahead and open up. We'll open up with some oracle messages now. I want to take a look at the wisdom of the oracle first. Kavir says the astronomical clock shows different races or religions' understanding of time and reality, but they were all deceived, for the sun itself had its own ring. Yeah, and time is a human construct, right? Time is like, it's an illusion. Time is basically what humans refer to the distance between point A and point B. And we literally talked about this in the reading that I did earlier, which we'll post like tomorrow. But there's something around knowing that, you know, source is experiencing point A and point B simultaneously, right? So you're starting at point A, but you're embodying the next available version of yourself that is already at point B here. So maybe this is like what it is that you want, the illusion of distance between what it is that you have and what it is that you want, and realizing that you already have what you want, right? You can embody those traits of what you already have here, and now you're on more resonance, and that's where the wormhole happens, because now you're like collapsing time. You know, it's almost like it's like you become the glitch in the matrix, because reality has no other option but to reconfigure itself to correspond with your resonance, with your vibration. Okay, so that's where shortcuts happen. That's how you collapse time. That's how the wormholes form, right? That's the shortcut. So there's certain things that you guys are embodying on a cellular level right now. Okay, that's the vibe that's coming through. We have quite a few. So we have the Sword of Light, Divine Protection, Cords Cut, Breakthrough Energy. This is Archangel Michael working with you right now, or you working with him in this beautiful co-creation, which is the root chakra, right? Removing yourself from any like ties, limitations, fears, just anything that no longer serves you. You also have Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. So again, you're connecting to the DNA of the earth, and you're tuning into all of these infinite myriad possibilities of the infinite lives that are available to you, right? The infinite timelines that are making themselves, you know, readily accessible for you during this time. And then you have current chakra update. So you're navigating life on earth as your higher self, okay? As this divine being roaming the earth, knowing that the earth is your playground and the illusion exists to serve you, and filtering through and discarding and severing ties from any, just again, limiting belief systems that are not that internal knowing. So let's go ahead and take a look at Sword of Light. Sword of Light is breakthrough energy. This talks about Archangel Michael, the Prince of Heaven. His name means he who is like God and is considered Source's right-hand man. He's an archangel who is chosen to guide and protect all light workers. Anyone who is feeling called to make a difference on this planet can be guided and supported by him. The Sword of Light has been pictured as both a sphere of light and a lightning bolt. Super interesting. This is like the second lightning bolt energy that's come through, I'm pretty sure, in this read. And you guys will see that's very activated in our meditation that I channeled last night. So either way, it's a powerful symbol of truth and spiritual power. Even though it's carried by Michael, it can be invoked by all of those working in the light to help them move beyond blockages and limitations and to sever cords of fear. Okay, so when this card comes to you, know that it is a confirmation that you're walking on the path of light and responding to the pre-incarnation soul contracts to make a difference on this planet. So again, you guys are answering the calling of your initial intentions when first descending onto earth. That's all you're doing. You're tuning back into that, and you're removing anything that is not that, right? Anything that you could have indoctrinated or anything that you've inherited ancestrally, right? So energetic cords bind us to a situation, loved ones, and even the past, but you are in a transition now and detaching from unnecessary connections, dramas, and fears. Know that there will be a great severing at this time, and you might feel isolated for a moment, but you will be reconfiguring your circle of trust and moving into a life that is greater in alignment with your highest good. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and soul family will remain intact. It's only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Okay, anything that is not a again, not everyone can come with you. Okay, it's that type of energy. So expect breakthroughs, and even I'm hearing even old ways of being. Okay, expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunity opening for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that his energy is with you now. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and read crown chakra update 2. Okay, holy experiences, miraculous energy. All right, your crown chakra has been upgraded, and the spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of yourself that you've run from or ignored are being reclaimed. This is an important time for you uncovering gifts and wisdom and moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in the divine. Know that it's okay, and no grievances are being held against you. The Holy Spirit is with you and within you. This is a time of coming home to your truest self. You are also being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. So prepare for miracles here. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening all around you. Again, divinity is drawing near, right? Sacred events are drawing near. If you have had a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, that's now being healed and you can move forward in an authentic way. Experiencing divine on a personal level and beyond limitations of unnecessary dogma, you are connected. Thank you so much, Mr. Benules. Thank you so much, Mr. Benules, for your $5 and your super sticker. Critical hit, right? In this gameplay overlay, right? It's in this cosmic overlay. You're deeply appreciated. May your cause come back into effect tenfold. Okay, let's go ahead and also take a look at, you have Order of the Melchizedek as well. Embraced by Light, mission uncovered. So there's something that you're uncovering when it comes to your mission during this time, okay, on Earth. And I'm hearing how that also impacts your lives beyond Earth, right? Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at starseed messages, and then we'll go ahead and open up with some oracle messages. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, the time is flying. I remember, right? This says soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So again, you guys are remembering. That's what it is. Again, you're remembering yourself, okay? As we said. So yeah, this is about the, the infinite sea of possibilities that lie ahead of you. And you're choosing this thing that you're being called to. And that's for a reason, okay? You also have get grounded, so it's important to connect to the earth during this time. This card wasn't even... Okay, it wasn't meant to be part of this deck, but it was. It was the only one that was the odd one out. So there could be something that you guys are remembering that calls for you to kind of do something that maybe goes against the status quo. Maybe other people don't expect it of you, right? So lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. And that's what you guys are going through. And then you even have weight of the world that you're kind of leaving behind. This is what you guys are releasing. It says boundaries, energetic sovereignty, letting go of what's not yours to carry. So the opinions of others is not yours to carry, guys, okay? Opinions are always linked to personal history, and that usually is a confession in disguise where you may be doing things that make other people feel... I'm seeing like see life through envious eyes, which is interesting. What a bar. But yeah, it's like you're seeing like, I was gonna say like seeing life through like discomfort, you know, some things that you could be doing are making people feel like uncomfortable in some way, right? And then you have empathetic sovereignty, okay, which is empathetic starseed absorbing what's not yours. So you guys, again, you're just calling all of your life force back to you and you're removing what is not for you, right? With a breath of kindness, you're removing and blowing away the rest, okay? So super interesting. This is the human condition that is lifting, even just for a moment in time. It's allowing you to tune into, again, something that has lying dormant within you that is definitely activating right now. And I feel like this is something that, again, you guys are processing so that you can begin to take action on that as well, okay? So let's go and take a look at a energy oracle card. We'll go ahead and pull some oracle messages, and we'll also get into a meditation as well. Wow, quite a few. Wow. Okay. Wow. Right, let me show you how it came out, right? These two came out together, which is the world and hostilities. So again, there is definitely a lot of recognition that's coming away. A lot of you, this could either be online or just, again, your mission on the world. This is also the Hermit card, right? In the cloak. But he's like, now he's gone through that internal processing that we talked about earlier. I don't remember where it was, but we were talking about the Hermit that was here and how you've gone through this internal processing. And now it's like you're coming out with that data. Okay, you're coming out after understanding who you are and remembering who you are, and you're realizing it's not... Hostilities isn't here because of what you do, guys, but it's because of who you are. No matter what you do, hostilities will always be here because of who you are. Okay, so it's important to know that. So with the world, again, this could be about even like community, soul tribe. It could be about your mission on earth in some way, and knowing that, you know, that polarity is always going to be here. And then you have blossoming abundance. So it's saying, you know, nothing is going to get in the way of... This is about huge financial payouts coming towards you guys. It's huge abundant opportunities coming towards you guys. So we'll go ahead and read this. I love this card. Let's go ahead and read 29. And Five of Swords energy is hostilities as well. So it's Venus in Aquarius. So this is a sacrifice where it's like, you know what? I do not really care about what you have to say. I realize that hostilities is a survival instinct, right? It usually is... It happens, it's anger, you know, rears its ugly head, I'm hearing. And anger is the coward's revenge for being intimidated. And there could be certain things that you guys are doing after like going through this introspective phase as you step back out onto the world stage that definitely makes people feel intimidated in some way. And you could cause like these unconscious emotional reactions from others, right? You could invoke these different responses from others and you just expect that, you know? And it's because of who you are. And I'm hearing the energy behind what it is that you do. The world, expansion and opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over the bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. The card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could be specifically referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. So as you cast your net out wider, you can't expect to catch only beautiful things when you live in a multi-dimensional world, right? And you guys are a multi-dimensional being, so you are equipped to handle all of these different frequencies and dimensions, okay? So just know that you guys are equipped to handle this. And with Blossoming Abundance, number 3, we'll go ahead and read this. It's a very auspicious, lucrative card for you guys, so definitely a lot of abundance that awaits you. So increasing wealth and value, okay? And it's because you guys are seeing the value inside of yourself, right? And what it is that you have to offer to the world. So this shows a golden garden in the springtime with coins and new flowerings blossoming all around. They even hang like the fruit on the tree above. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic or unexpected way. And this is the shortcut energy. Be aware that you sow the seeds of your own wealth and prosperity, much like a gardener who works the ground and begins to see blooming results take hold. This card upright indicates the universe is blessing you and helping the fruits of your labor to blossom. So smell the flowers and tend to the new growth. Be grateful and enjoy. So yeah, the energy I was seeing was, is it going to come back around? I was seeing something around you guys being called to do something that's a little bit different. Okay, this reminds me of, again, the future is an open book to all those who can read it, and a man is only the effect of his cause. So you guys have got a glimpse into your future, and you know that you have to take some kind of course to have that effect and to live in that effect, okay? To live in the effect of your cause and the things that you go on to do. And, you know, we're all children at different stages of growth of consciousness. So there is something about witnessing, again, people that may be in like, just, they may not see the world through the lens in which you do, and to understand that and just to extend grace and compassion in that way, because it really is those that need it the most. Because again, their decisions lead to their own personal hell, okay? Whereas you guys are here kind of bringing heaven to earth. That's definitely the vibe that it gives me. It kind of gives me like, who are you? You know, I'm hearing like, who do you think you are type of energy. Like, who are you? Because people want to know. You're invoking all these different responses, yet you're taking none of it personally, okay? You're just seeing it all as vibrational frequencies and kind of filtering out, seeing what belongs to you, what belongs to others, what others could be projecting on you, and realizing that, okay, this is something that we just hold space for them, and just like, you know, that's what it is. Sometimes the best, it's also knowing that with the Five of Swords energy, sometimes the best response is no response whatsoever. And it also talks about how you should not pay attention to also the things that you don't want to be a part of your reality. So maybe you're aware of that in your peripheral vision, whereas you have like a bigger mission at hand here as well. So yeah, super interesting energy. There was something else that was coming through, but I don't know if it's going to come back around. Thank you, Kavid. Thank you so much for your $3 and super cute baby fox super chat. That's super interesting because I saw baby fox actually in one of my personal reading astral travels. That's super interesting. Let me go ahead and read the meaning for that as well, because that's not by chance. Let me find it real quick. It's being activated literally today as well. Let me see if I can find it. There was a baby fox. That's got a significant meaning for it. You guys are messengers. Where is she? Okay, here. The baby fox is something quietly waiting for you, and what it is that you may need to act on as well. Foxes are guiding us towards a new path, but we must remain clever. This is about adapting your actions and pausing and finding those moments of silence so that you can gain the clarity that you need. And this is literally so in tune with what we've been saying, right? The baby fox means that your psyche is expanding right now. So again, the connection that you have to your own divinity and your own spirit is expanding, and you're learning new ways to navigate life, just like a baby fox is learning to navigate the world. And super interesting because we literally have the world card right there, right? So super interesting. So yeah, you're definitely, again, thinking smarter instead of working harder. There's just certain things that you know, like you're seeing the power of your choices again. So if I choose to engage or interact with this type of person, then these are the possible timelines that open up. So I'm choosing no response. It's, that your non-action is also an action. And the cause, again, that you choose when it comes to not engage will also have an effect. So you're choosing to reinvest that energy elsewhere, right? So that's like a strong energy that's also coming through there with hostilities too. So, right. Let's go ahead and pull another oracle message. But yeah, thank you so much as well for that message. Okay, let's see. Ooh. You have message in a bottle that's coming up first. These three came out together. And then you have Fork in the Road and you have Peace. So you're going to be gaining clarification during this time. I'm hearing, especially on these upcoming days, of like the whispers of fate, okay? That's what a 𝓚 means in the message of bottle. This talks about expect an unexpected phone call, opportunity, email, text, some type of new door of opportunity that is going to be revealing itself to you. It could be people reaching out to you, you being scouted for certain things, some type of divinely orchestrated or ordained events happening in your life, and you're going to be receiving a lot of synchronicities in regards to the divinity that is drawing near, right? The sacredness that is drawing near. And you're going to be seeing a lot of angel numbers. It talks about logos on trucks, all of these different type of clarifications when it comes to, like, I'm kind of at a critical junction in my life right now, and I know I'm being invited to step into new terrain, but I feel like I need confirmation to be able to take this leap of faith. And then you have peace, right? So peace is really, really good as well. It talks about all is, I'm hearing all is well that ends well, or ends well that, yeah, something like this. Let's go and take a look at 23. So 23 talks about freedom from attachment and radical acceptance. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, and freedom from want. The soul satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beauty. Enjoy it. So you're going to see you're exactly where you need to be right now. So this is one of those times where you're capable of a clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're being called by a presence to step into your power. Again, clarification, right? Just being is enough. For you are in a peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. Okay, so again, there's something about you being in total harmony when it comes to this decision in the end. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and get a shaman's dream oracle message as well, because I feel like this is about sacred travels. The shaman is about he who journeys into other worlds. And I feel like you guys are about to journey into like a whole new world, right? The world that you knew is not the world that you're about to get to know. You're about to, I'm hearing, experience like a completely different life on earth. And this is again about you living many lifetimes in one lifetime. Okay. Wow. Garden of Venus, how fitting. So this talks about you guys are the strong spiritual warrior. And this is super, I'm going to read this one because, wow, so much is going on right now. The lightning, which the micro energy, the breakthrough energy, as well as the Garden of Venus, this is so being activated. This card also inspired the meditation that we're going to do today. So this is just clarification. You'll see like an exact line in here that I put in. Let's go ahead and read 25. Damn. Okay. Thank you so much, Ed Montero. Thank you so much. You got a cute baby fox as well. Yeah, so clarification, right? My hero. I hope that you guys are all your biggest heroes here. Much love to you. Thank you so much. May the universe continue to bless you tenfold on your abundant path ahead. Let's go ahead and continue then. So this talks about losing your analytical mind and returning to your body. Everyone's coming out here with the foxes right now. Hi, Wendy. Again, clarification for the fox, right? The fox in that deck also talks about you guys, people looking at you in the distance, because he's like looking at a telescope at the moon. So there could be something about you guys making these next moves in silence. And the best way to do it is to show it. Okay, so there could be something that you're about to show to the world, even when it comes to this new version of yourself and the new things that you're doing. Okay. So, yeah, thank you so much, Wendy. God bless you. Again, may the universe continue to bless you tenfold on your abundant path ahead. Happy new moon in Aquarius. And thank you so much, Jessica, as well, for your sweet heart eyes. Again, people are going to be out loving what it is that you do, right, with the heart eyes, sunglasses. And congratulations on your 20th super chat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. So the Garden of Venus appears when you're invited, actually summoned to return to the pleasure of garden. It's time to leave the battlefield, put your sword away. I'm seeing like you hand your sword over to Archangel Michael and know that there's nothing that you need to defend anymore, right? Your truth is your power. Step in through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and the scent and the healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary and it's time to rest deeply and be renewed. Go into the sacred garden alone. There's no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really stop looking for the other. Enter by yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind and use your analytical mind and return to your body. In the Garden of Venus, there is a still pond that shows you your reflection when you stoop down to drink. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you've become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you've turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all of your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield. That you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will have no use for your sword. So you guys are embodying your truth. You don't need to defend your truth. You are the embodiment of your truth, right? You are the embodiment of your mission, you know? So there is something like huge that's going on there, and it talks about you guys being a spiritual warrior, and there may be certain gardeners that have no business being at war, right? They may dress up like a warrior, but really, again, there's something about, it's very clear when somebody hasn't done like the shadow work or the internal work, and that unconscious shadow is something that you can't run from. You end up unconsciously becoming it, and you are able to like observe this within others. So just understand that, okay, there's something about understanding that. And then you have net caster, preparations to come to fruition, which again talks about as you cast your net out wider, you can't expect to catch just beautiful things, right? It talks about, there's a warning in this card where if you feel yourself becoming like tightened or contracted or suffocated by certain circumstances, it's time to walk away with grace. Okay, Venus is a very rural energy. Okay, it's like the Empress. Okay, with Venus energy, she's not just going to engage with the Five of Swords. Why is she going to step outside of her character, right? She's not going to step outside of her shoes. Why is she going to get off of her throne to convince somebody of her own divinity? No, she embodies the truth. The best way to show it is to do it. Okay, there's something about your actions speaking 1,000 words, and your maybe, you know, your silence being deafening in that way. Okay, so yeah, you guys are definitely a force to be reckoned with moving into this next cycle. I missed Angel Gabriel. Thank you so much for your $2. Thank you so much. And again, Angel Gabriel is about your truth, right? Your throat chakra. So this is a very delicate dance that happens between your divinity and the most elegant, sophisticated, multi-dimensional aspects of yourself, expressing them into the physical realm. Okay, so there's something that you guys are doing with that blend as well, and it's the messenger, right? So you guys could be a messenger for others. Hello, Leonella. Good to see you. Happy new moon in Aquarius, and happy solar return to you. Okay, we also have, well, angelic ones, right? You guys are like this, again, you're part of the angelic ones, and you have vision of unity. So it's like you can see the shadows within others because you've acknowledged those shadows within yourself, and you haven't run from them. You've actually taken them as part of your own, and you've healed them, and you've integrated them. So yeah, super interesting energy. Let's go ahead and read angelic ones then for you. Yeah, you guys are like an earth angel here. This is number 9, which is again also about transcending the human experience. So divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance, light from the throne of God, right? And we just talked about being the Empress sitting on her throne. It also talks about the new earth, inspiration, singing, mystical unfoldment that's unfolding in your life right now. The angels guide me throughout my life so that I can find my path of light and follow my peace and joyous heart. So again, a lot of angels, again, want to be with you and give you comfort and direction during this time. I'm hearing new ones are also being assigned to you, okay? New celestial light helpers that you are working with during this time and are here to work with you. So you're being asked to surrender to your emotions and to hand them over to the angelic realms. And I literally just talked about with the Garden of Venus, like you guys handing your sword over to Archangel Michael, right? So there is much grace at work in your life. Grace is not always visible with your third dimensional eyes. Your life is being directed in divine ways that are mysterious to you, but it has always been this way from the time you took your first breath, right? So again, it's super interesting energy with that stratosphere, because it says the important things are the things that you cannot see with the cell, right? So it says the angels are omnipresent and they follow you everywhere you go. Even the darkest corner of this earth, the darkest dungeons, the angels are there. They are silently watching with love and respect of the free will of every human. Do you not think that the angels can be overpowered, that a shadow can be cast upon them? They simply choose not to intervene. They choose the divine plan out of love and respect for all those involved. The workings of the universe and archangel realms can be hard to follow from the third dimension. It's not necessary to understand everything. Simply know that there is a space where everything is clear, everything is understood in love. You have been in this space between lifetimes, and it's very familiar to you. Because time is an illusion, we talked about that earlier, you are presently in this space beyond all veils as well. Allow the angels and archangels to steer your life and direct it. You might connect to a particular angel or a group of angels. Allow names to come to you intuitively, and allow a working relationship to start. The connection is also healing relationship more than anything. It's healing you so that you can fully find yourself. Many search for themselves, for their true self, in the material world. It's not possible to find oneself there. not without a deep understanding of ether and matter, but in the knowledge that everything is born of light, subtle healing vibrations begin to reach you. Allow these vibrations to reach you now to comfort and guide you, okay? So it's no longer necessary to search for yourself. Simply allow yourself to be directed to the angelic realms. You are like a Christmas present that is being unwrapped for the whole universe without any effort. How beautiful. This is a secret that we would like to share with you. A secret in the human world, but a gift to everyone from the angels. So such a beautiful energy. It definitely gives me a vibe of, I was hearing like, again, like who are you type of vibe where you're drawing guidance from, I'm hearing unlikely sources or unknown sources during this time. So divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. This is how the universe works. More than laws, we call it gifts. Okay, so these are like gifts. And love, true love, is the absence of judgment, right? Not judging yourself and not judging others. So allow the angels to work with you during this time. Allow yourself to be taken on a journey, okay, of love. Thank you so much, Ed Montero. You've been really changing my life. You are the best at this. I will make sure that you enjoy my riches from New York City. Love to you 999 as well is about a major like call, right? Even though apprehension may be felt, it talks about in my angel number card. We'll go ahead and find it because that's, again, it's very auspicious energy. But thank you so much. May your calls come back into effect tenfold in numerical 9, right? We just, right as I pause, right? Release. Endings are new beginnings in disguise. An ending symbolizes the closure of one door and the opening of another. The whisper is reminding you to release and allow. It's in the release where the magic happens. Doors open for me where others have closed, bringing transformation to my mind, my body, and soul. Thank you all for this beautiful co-creation. Thank you so much, Ed. God bless you. All right. Yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get maybe a spirit guide message from Let Go Flow. Okay, we have 2. So you have free yourself. It's time to make a decision. Follow your heart. Sometimes screaming helps. So there could be something about a huge release that happens for you guys. We also have fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Fear comes up to be let go. So yeah, acknowledge the fear, but do it anyway. Realize that the fear is not yours, right? When you realize that you are not even your feelings, it's the feelings of the human. Allow yourself to process that and alchemize it, you know, see it from a higher perspective and realize, do I actually fear the unknown? No, I don't, because everything that I've ever wanted is on the other side of what I've once experienced before. So fear is not an emotion that belongs to your true self. It really isn't. It's an observation of what the human may be feeling, because again, it's moving into the unknown. But a disconnection only happens when you begin to have fear of the unknown. The real connection happens when you begin to embrace the unknown. Okay, that's what this is. And then you have impossible. So you're about to demonstrate the I'm possible and what others may see as being impossible. And again, it's that first thought that comes in before the other one that comes in and says, no, that's not possible. I'm possible. Believe in yourself. Nothing is impossible. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right. I think what we will do is we will do a meditation now. And then depending on what the time is like afterwards, we might pull some closing out messages as well and see what else is in alignment with you guys. But I channeled this, I didn't know if I was going to do meditation, but then I was guided that I had to, and I didn't know. I was trying to source, again, pull in this inspiration. And then I went from like 12 p.m. last night, 12 a.m. to like 2 a.m. I just started like channeling this one. So I was like, all right, I guess we have this. So let's go ahead and we'll tune into this meditation, and then we'll go ahead and continue. So everybody, let me go ahead and pull this up. All right, children of light, I want you guys to close your eyes if you're in a place to do so, and I want you to just ground yourself down to the root of the earth, to the core center of the earth. I want you to have a grounding cord. That's the whole circumference of your body, and it can extend from your perineum, right, from like your chest area, all the way down to the center of the earth. The higher up the grounding cord, the more grounded you're going to feel during this time. And I want you to see yourself in a grassy green meadow. Begin to anchor your awareness throughout your whole body and just be present in this meadow. See the grass dancing with the breeze of the wind. Look around and see a winding river running through the wet grassland, curving gently throughout the meadow. I want you guys to sit on the grass and just cross your legs and look at the running water. Notice the small fish swimming through the gentle currents. And now feel around you the winds getting stronger. With your intention, I want you to charge the water of the river with cymatic frequencies. You can visualize the effect of the sound waves impacting the river, creating these visible geometric patterns. They can look however you want. The river can start dancing along with your own intention, with your own feelings. The stronger you're feeling, the stronger you're going to reinforce this new form that the river will take shape in. Begin to think about what truly excites you. Begin to feel this essence of a life that truly excites you with no limitations. Feel yourself in a place where you are limitless, where limits do not exist. I want you to go to that place. What does it feel like? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who are you with? Are you with anyone? Who's surrounding you? Maybe in the physical realm or the metaphysical realm. Maybe there's intangible celestial light helpers that are surrounding you in this place. What do you see? What can see you? Can anything or anyone see you? What do you hear? What can you touch? What can you smell? You can influence the movement and the vibration of the molecules within the river of water by exciting resonant frequencies. Begin to see these visible geometric patterns that shift and dance and play throughout the surface of the river. You're changing the structure of it. You're transforming the river itself. You're becoming one with the river. As you begin to feel this frame that you're living in vibrationally become more potent, you can see these new shapes taking place within this water. Now feel around you a storm beginning to quickly form, and you're in the center of it. You're within this time dilation bubble, so you know that you're safe, but you feel the wind swirling all around you. The trees swaying from the gusts of wind, everything appears to be turbulent, chaotic. Yet, you're in the eye of the storm. There's this light breeze that begins lifting you up off the grass. As you look down, you begin levitating higher and higher. And from this perspective, it looks like the whole meadow is under this interconnected dance. Trees are swaying, grass is flowing, leaves are whirling and twirling. Birds are flying in the air, waltzing in the wind. And as you're being elevated high into the sky, you hear this loud sound of thunder. And then a lightning bolt strikes and lands right into the river. This geometric electrical charge spreads out across the surface, traveling horizontally, and it instantly transforms the river into a rich golden hue. The river has inlaid gold and it makes it sparkle and shine. Suddenly, the rapid winds become a gentle breeze and you begin to descend back onto the ground. Plant your feet firmly onto the ground and see yourself standing next to this glittering golden river. As you stoop down, look at your reflection. Who is that staring back at you? Begin to submerge your hands into the golden elixir and splash this healing water onto your face. Feel this cool rushing sensation running throughout your hands, onto your face, and look down at your hands for a moment and recognize that they look very different right now. They're shimmering a golden glow, and it feels like the river's calling you. It houses the electrical charge of the most elevated frequency in resonance with your highest possible timelines. The water is a natural conductor, and it's sustaining this charge, awaiting your arrival to be able to absorb its essence. So you go in, put one foot into the river and then the other, and plant your feet firmly onto the riverbed. I want you guys to open your crown chakra like a lotus flower, expanding its petals. And open your star chakra, your 8th chakra. This is going to be placed above the head, and it's in a sphere shape. It's not a flat disc, but it's a round sphere, a 3rd-dimensional sphere. And begin cupping your hands into the river and collect some of this golden water. And it's glistening like a tinsel. Fill your 8th chakra above your head with this golden energy. Feel it pouring into your crown. Feel the golden elixir pouring into your 3rd eye. This cooling effect around your 3rd eye, filling up your sphere, your 3rd eye chakra. It's an electrifying elixir, bringing to life any dormant aspects of yourself. Allow this substance to travel and pour into the sphere of your throat chakra. Allow that to fill up. And allow it to pour into your heart space, filling it up with this golden light frequency, glowing brighter and brighter. And now into your solar plexus, feeling more empowered, having yourself coming to this inner standing of your own patience, restoring the solar plexus, healing the solar plexus, cultivating a strong sense of self-trust and self-love. And now pour it into your sacral chakra. Feel your inspiration and creative energy filling up. And now pour it down into your root chakra. Know that you are safe, you are stable, and you are secure. Now we're going to upcycle this energy back to source. So I want you to spin the sphere of your root in an upward and outward motion, spinning it back into itself in a centripetal motion. So spin the root up and outward and back in. Faster and faster, clearing any debris from the root chakra. And also this multi-dimensional sphere around your body. I want you to see a bubble around your body, an auric bubble. Now allow that golden light to move up into your sacral chakra, spinning upward and outward and back into itself in a centripetal motion from within you and around you in your external multidimensional bubble. Clearing any debris and sending it down your cord, connecting you to planet Earth. Now move the golden elixir up to the solar plexus and spin that chakra upwards and outwards, faster and faster, clearing any debris from within and around you. Now move it up to the heart space and look it into the heart space and spin your heart chakra upwards and outwards and back into itself in this rapid vortex motion from within and around you. And now the throat chakra. Spin this vortex up, around, and back into itself from within and around you. Now let this energy move into your 3rd eye, and I want you guys to do the same. Clear any debris from the 3rd eye. Spin this energy as fast as you can from within and around you. And now the crown chakra. I want you guys to open up the crown chakra in this spherical motion, expanding your petals. Move that energy up into your 8th star chakra above your head, clearing any debris through the gateway to source, upwards, outwards, and back into itself. As you spin this vortex faster, I want you to begin witnessing the golden water rushing towards you. You begin absorbing this gold frequency into your body, through your skin, your flesh, your bones, and down to the cellular level. The river that was once golden only a few moments ago returns to its crystal clear, playful dance. The fish are all drawn towards you. A family of ducks paddling on the water begin to swim up to greet you. A deer and her young fawns peek over the riverbank, staring in awe at your timeless, alluring nature. You step out of the river and stoop down. Who do you see staring back at you this time? You've completely regenerated. You are glowing from the inside out. You're about to embark on a new journey into these new mystical realms, where sacredness draws near. I want you guys to just stay right there and just sit in this present moment and just feel this energy flowing like this electrical current from up, out, around, folding back into itself. Okay, and you guys can welcome yourself back. I'm going to go ahead and open up the chat, and you can just still feel, you'll probably still feel this energy, this golden elixir energy circulating throughout your vessel. And we'll close out with some more messages as well. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you saw. Did you guys see a different version of yourself when you looked back into the mirror, the river, which serves as like a mirror, and he was staring back at you? Was there anything interesting that you saw that you want to share while I pull some more messages? Let's go ahead and take a look at one of these decks. Jessica says, wow, I shook like a leaf. I love that. I saw a goddess. How beautiful. Yeah, maybe you saw your Orisha's layers, your Orisha layers. 5 of spikes reversed. Super interesting energy. Let's go ahead and see. Is it reversed, or am I holding the whole thing upside down? Perhaps I'm holding the whole thing upside down. 5 of spikes. 5 of wands. Let's see. I saw a lion. How beautiful done. 3 of spikes and page of spikes. All spikes energy has been coming out too. Super. And then you got the King of Hearts. Oh, now this is interesting because I was researching this yesterday. See if I can find it real quick. But this is like a chamber of electricity right now. And again, it's something to do with your heart space. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. There's something about, again, it reminds me of the reading that we did where he said the crown is being not facilitated, but there's something around warranted to you. So something's being like warranted to you, right? Let's go and read these interpretations. Spikes energy. We opened it right on the page of spikes, which is Will-O-the-Wisp, which I love because Will-O-the-Wisp in the Shaman's Dream Oracle message, it says, like, you basically have received this calling once before, but you did not answer its call. So it's returning back around to you this time again. And it's like the opportunity to dance has come back around again. Only this time, like, you have more bravery to actually go after it. So Will-O-the-Wisp, appearing near the ground as a ball of light or a small flame, the Will-O-the-Wisp draws curious wanderers from the marked safe paths. Oh, I love this. It appears farther back than it originally seemed, as it is approached and can never be caught. Scottish folklore explains these strange creatures as either playful spirits or dead or mischievous fairies, leading you either to treasure or your doom. thirst for knowledge, curiosity, or an inbound message. Message inbound. If you're looking for a sign to start something new, the upright page of spikes is the messenger you're looking for. Well, we're not just talking about the throat chakra, right? Because again, it's a blue flame as well, and the messenger, right? We've got Archangel Gabriel being activated. So you are buzzing with passion for a new project or idea that you can't wait to start on. Maybe this is a mystical adventure that awaits you guys, right? Even if you are that endeavor or that project, right? It's like you're building a new version of yourself. So new ways of thinking will help you explore how to make these things come to fruition. And you're going to start learning every step of the way. Follow your spikes and steel yourself for any challenges, because although there may be speed bumps along the way, your wheels will keep turning. Go for it. And with the speed bumps, with 5 of spikes, this is 5 of wands. So these are the speed bumps that you guys may be facing. But again, you are well equipped to handle this because you have a 3 of spikes energy, which is the no man's land. Remember, we talked about the 3 of wands earlier in regards to the girl having to kind of like, maybe the speed bump is knowing that there's certain things that you are having to kind of transcend. Maybe it's learning to fly over those speed bumps and not, you know, actively engage with them in that way. That's almost what it reminds me of. Let's go and take a look at 5 of spikes then in this interpretation. So this is Wendigo in the traditional belief systems. This talks about a lost hunter whose intense hunger drove him to cannibalism during a brutally cold winter. Once he tasted human flesh, he transformed into a demented creature, part man, part beast, and he has since roamed the forest in search of more people to eat. Wow. This kind of reminds me of Lusha energy and maybe people wanting to kind of harvest that energy. So yeah, super interesting. It talks about when upright, your ambition may be a detriment to your success, and your power-hungry, aggressive approach might hinder your ability to reach your goal. Now, this came up reverse. So there is something about when reverse, your emotions are high right now, and you might be trying to walk away from conflict, but something or someone keeps pulling you back in, right? That was like the 3 of wands energy that we saw. So you were exhausted and done with the fighting and you're trying to move on, grow and change. So perhaps you need to cut your losses with anything or anyone that's trying to sabotage or hold you back. If you're still harboring resentment with someone you love or someone who is close to you, you might need to compromise, apologize, or move on. And in my other deck, the 5 of spikes basically talks about winning at all cost is not really a great mentality to have. So there's something about, again, like not having to like prove this to anyone, right? If you need to be a witness, just be one of your own. And then you had the 3 of spikes. So this is something that could have been like haunting the hallways of your heart or the hallways of your mind. But now it's something that you guys are like releasing. It's something that you guys are clearing as well, coming up reverse. So this talks about letting go, healing, and releasing pain. So when reverse, try not to be so hard on yourself right now. If you wouldn't treat someone else the same way you were treating yourself, you need to reevaluate what you're doing, why you're doing this to yourself. So you need to be your own biggest support system and best friend right now. If you've gone through a difficult time recently, take solace in the fact that you have begun healing from this pain. You're ready to move on, let go, and accept and learn from it. Beautiful message to close out. And then you have the King of Hearts, which I would definitely want to read this interpretation because I was studying this yesterday. Not this thing, but this depiction that they have on here inside of the pyramids. Let's go and see. Okay, King of Hearts. This interpretation says the Ark of the Covenant. Now, I was literally researching this yesterday, okay, when it comes to the Ark of the Covenant, so this is super interesting. There could be certain messages that you guys are receiving, like interstellar, on an interstellar basis. That's almost what it gives me. Okay, so this talks about compassion, diplomacy, and intuition. Yeah, you guys could be making a final journey as well. It indicates that your emotional maturity is your guide. You understand what you require and you're level-headed, even in emotional evaluations. Okay, I was supposed to say emotional situations, but there could be things that you're evaluating when it comes to your own emotions and how you respond to things and not just reacting to them. Because I was getting an energy in regards to, you know, he does not allow external factors or situations to govern his internal state. Instead of it's his harmonic internal state that governs the way that he engages with matter. And because of that, he has mastery over matter. He knows what timelines he wants to open up to, and he knows how his current choices impact the timelines in which he will experience. So yeah, there's something around that energy. And then you understand what you require and you're level-headed even in emotional situations. Keep calm, and know that your strength the trumps brute force, and you value wisdom over snap judgment calls. The King of Hearts seeks to remind you that although sometimes you have to rely on logic to solve a problem, sometimes your intuition and experiences provide answers as well. It's all about balance. Okay, so again, it's your internal state, right? With the Ark of the Covenant. There's like this sacred internal knowing in the way that you master matter, and you don't allow matter to like master you, or matter to like impact you. You impact matter, right? So there's something around, even if it does impact you, not for long periods of time, because you can begin to observe it from a higher level of awareness. You're able to process that emotional data very, very quickly. So yeah, let me go ahead and tune into your question, not questions, but your messages. John says, I saw my eyes and hair flaming and my skin radiant. It was bright. That's so beautiful. Yes, second time my eyes were more green, Kimberly. That's wonderful. I love that. Again, you're seeing life through the eyes of like love, right? It's becoming more potent. That happens when you like cleanse. Devon says, I did deep breathing as I moved the golden light through each vortex. This was a whole DMT trip, no joke. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, you know what I should have done? I would do this in the future. If you guys hold the roof of your tongue, your tongue at the roof of your mouth, in like an upward motion, right? Like the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth, like that, and you hold it the whole time. It looks like the cranium, and it begins when you breathe in and out. I'm not going to talk about it for this reading because it's a deep topic, but you're able to close the circuit. Okay, so it's like you're able to actually anchor, and if you want, you can say it creates almost like an initiation to welcome and house your higher self in your physical vessel. It's almost like it creates a very different kind of sensation because you're closing the circuit. So yeah, it's a super interesting energy. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, but you guys may want to do that in your meditations when you're breathing. If you go and do this another time, if you lock that in, it will close the circuit. It almost I don't know what the word would be, but it kind of anchors in and holds, sustains. It's like you become more of a, it's like the conductivity becomes more potent in a way. That's the way that I would describe it. Because again, you have grey matter that's like growing down the spine, right? And it's like moving that back up. Glad you enjoyed it. Let's see. Thank you. Wonderful birthday gift. And it does actually, Devon, because you through that breathing exercise, right? And when you're opening the vortices, you are releasing dimethyltryptamine from your pineal gland. So you can literally, I've had huge, usually I do them a lot longer and deeper, but you can begin to have that same experience. Anything else? Kimberly says, and the look on my face was like less confused, and the second time and more intense, like ready to take on anything. I love that. I had light-colored hair, says Burness, not my dark hair currently, which is about your life force, right? So it's almost like you're releasing anything that has been depleting your life force in some way. Very much so enjoyed it. I was in a bubble floating around existence, smiling and one. I love that, Brian. I saw myself as a goddess with a golden crown. That's wonderful. The flow priestess. I was okay, wonderful. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. I had a dream about a mischievous fairy. It was horrible. I think it was a parallel life. That was a deep topic. I'm not going to talk about that right now. But it would happen on the same day every year. And they were like it was like I was channeling something. This was like back in 2017 of this mischievous fairy and how they used to taunt people in the village. But it was like a memory. It was like a parallel life one at the time. Which was super interesting. And I was talking about a baron and he needed like 100 coins. It was horrible. But like, not horrible, but like, it was just very intense. Because it was like a memory. Kavid says, but the sun shoots out silver discs and get bright and can do things with the sky and clouds. It's alive to me. It may not be a fact for others. No, precisely. It's a connection with your own plasma. Hope you're well, Leonella. Protecting the covenants, precisely. Aloha, Shia. I haven't seen you. You're probably in like the video that's premiering now, and you're like, where is everybody? But yeah, we have a video uploading now anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy that. I did some really interesting ones that I'll be posting tomorrow. Spirit tells me. Yeah, golden dragons. Dragons are really, really powerful. We literally have it right on cue, right here. So that's like the rebirth. And Draco is Draco's constellation, so it's the constellation of our solar system here on Earth. Not on Earth, but like within our solar system, which inhabits Earth as well. But yeah, it's like seeing things from that higher perspective as well. So yeah, Draco's dragon. Symbol was like rebirth as well, and the Kundalini awakening. So I have a tattoo of it on my back. The second time I saw myself, my eyes were glowing bright light, like my soul fire was shining through my eyes, Cyber. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna love and leave you right there, even though I never really want to, but you know, I think that will be it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new moon in Aquarius, and yeah, you enjoyed this message today and the meditation. It's always a pleasure. I enjoy these interactions immensely, and I'll let you know next time we go live. It should be, I think we'll start. I'll try and hold myself to doing it at least once a week, but I'll let you guys know in advance whenever we do. But yeah, it's always a pleasure. You know, I never want to leave. I want you guys hang up. I have a reading posting now anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy that. We're hitting 100 minutes on the dot right there. So yeah, I love and leave you guys right there, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Until next time, aloha, bye.